This is Diana Lovejoy, once married to Greg Mulvihill and living in Carlsbad, California, until their relationship collapsed and the two eventually divorced. After a bitter separation and a long stretch of legal battles, the court ruled that Diana had to pay Greg $120,000 for his share of their home. She was also ordered to share custody of their son. Hearing these decisions sent Diana into a rage, and she ultimately conspired to have Greg killed by working with her boyfriend, Weldon McDavid. Greg was shot in the torso, but the bullet missed his heart and he survived. Investigators later determined that both McDavid and Diana had plotted the attempted murder, and the evidence against them was overwhelming.
It's so painful that some people in this world seem to think that I would have it in me to do this.
Interestingly, Diana suddenly collapsed when she lowered her head toward the defense table for a few moments.
Verdict. We, the jury, find the defendant, Diana Jean Lovejoy, guilty of the crime of attempted murder of Greg Mulvihill.
And the instant the word guilty is heard, there's a thud.
Guilty of the crime of conspiracy to commit murder.
The courtroom goes silent except for the sound of her family crying in the background.
All right, we're going to need to take a break.
She then is brought onto the floor. When medics take her out, she still seems unconscious, but doctors later confirmed she had only fainted. McDavid received a sentence of 50 years to life for firing the shot, and Diana was given 26 years to life in prison. This is Jaleel Smith Riley in a Cincinnati, Ohio courtroom. The man police say admitted to taking part in a robbery that ended with a 20-year-old woman dead and her boyfriend gravely injured. Portia Brooks was sitting in her car with her boyfriend, Aaron Martin, when Smith Riley and two others approached, intending to rob them. When Smith Riley realized Martin didn't have any money, he shot him in the head, leaving him with lifelong brain damage. He then fired at Brooks as well, and she died 3 days later.
I'm sorry. Go back on with I just want to come up with this.
This is somebody that feels genuine remorse. This is somebody that thinks about this every day, and he knows that he can't go back in time and undo what he did.
Now Portia Brooks's mother is giving her victim impact statement.
But he killed me mentally, emotionally. He killed my identity as a mother of 3, as a family of 4.
Next, you're hearing from Brooks's sister.
I have to deal with life without Portia, so he should deal with life without parole.
These are the moments right before Jaleel Smith Riley is told that he will never be allowed to return home again.
The defendant serve a term of life without parole. As to count 4 for the offense of attempted murder.
This is Seth Welch and Tatiana Fusari, a deeply religious farming couple from Cedar Springs, Michigan, who are facing charges in the death of their 10-month-old daughter, Mary Welch. According to reports, they told police that they had noticed their baby was underweight and malnourished, but didn't seek medical help due to their religious beliefs and their mistrust of both medicine and the government. Here is the 911 call from the father when he claimed to have found his child dead.
How long ago did you find this child?
It's about an hour and a half. I was waiting. I called my lawyer first thing to ask, what's the next thing I could do.
So you found the child an hour and a half ago?
Yeah.
And called your lawyer first, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you had contact with a child?
Last night, yesterday afternoon, about 3 p.m. She goes to bed, and that was that.
Okay, so you put her to bed yesterday at 3 p.m.?
Yeah, and then this morning at 10.
So you're saying it is normal for your children to sleep from around 3 p.m. till 10 a.m.?
Usually about 9:30, yeah.
And you said when you found her, she was already believed to be deceased, right?
Yeah.
And that's when you consulted with a lawyer?
Yep.
Do you believe she was beyond help already?
Oh, yeah, she was dead at the door now.
Soon Soon after, the autopsy revealed that the cause of death was malnutrition and dehydration due to neglect by the adult caregivers. And this is the moment they realize they will be spending the rest of their life behind bars.
That you're both charged with what they call felony murder, while in the perpetration or attempted perpetration of child abuse in the first degree, they're alleging that you murdered one Mary Welch. That is a charge called homicide felony murder. It is life without parole. It requires a DNA sample to be taken upon arrest, which is often like a cotton swab or in the inside of your cheek. The second offense that you're both charged with is called child abuse in the first degree, where they're alleging you knowingly or intentionally caused serious physical harm to a child. They're talking about this Mary Welch. It is a felony, possible penalty of up to life imprisonment or any term of years less than life.
This is Ryan Stone, a man from Colorado who went on a crime spree across 5 counties, all of which was broadcasted live by a news station's helicopter. Stone was convicted of carjacking 3 different vehicles, one of which had a 4-year-old child inside the SUV. During his escape, Stone led police on a high-speed chase, hitting speeds of over 100 miles per hour. If we rewind here, you can just catch a glimpse of Stone's vehicle clipping a Colorado State Patrol trooper who was attempting to deploy stop sticks. The trooper was left with serious injuries. You can see Stone force another person out of their car and take off. He then drives right into a busy intersection. At this point, the chase turns to a foot pursuit. Stone dashes off the road and into a parking lot, weaving between buildings before he slips on the ice and loses his jacket. In front of him, there is only a fence, which he tries to climb, but it is too high. Cops close in and Stone eventually gives up and surrenders. Now in county jail, Stone has been outspoken, claiming he deserves to be paid for his viral fame, boasting about the high-speed chase to his friends.
Hey, did you know I made the news in the UK and Australia?
What?
Yeah! You get paid by YouTube. So, Channel 7 News, I believe, is going to be the one that gets paid for that. Well, I'm going to contact Channel 7 News. I want to get paid. You guys aren't getting paid using my name and my video footage.
When given the chance to speak in court, Stone blamed his actions on emotional distress and the influence of drugs.
We are going through trial after that. It was a week-and-a-half trial. Extremely stressful. One of the phone calls about seeming like I was bragging about making international news, this, that, and the other. That was within the first week of being arrested. Still coming off of drugs.
Stone was convicted of 18 charges, including attempted manslaughter, child abuse, and assault. Then the judge sentenced him to 160 years in prison. This is Esteban Carpio. Police were questioning him in connection with the stabbing of an 85-year-old woman in Rhode Island. Inside the interview room were Carpio and 2 detectives. One detective stepped out to grab Carpio a cup of water, leaving him alone with Detective Sergeant James Allen. In that moment, Carpio managed to seize Allen's firearm and shot him twice, killing him. He then smashed through a 3rd-story window and fled on foot, but officers caught him about 45 minutes later. During his arraignment, Carpio appeared wearing a protective mask meant to prevent spitting and biting. His face was also noticeably injured, which shocked many in the courtroom. But it wasn't just the sight of Carpio. His family members reacted strongly, accusing police of brutality.
His disfigured face.
Step off, step off.
Not guilty! Tell him not guilty! Tell him not guilty, Stephen!
It's gross police brutality. He was mentally ill and he needed help and we couldn't get it. We tried and tried. And he didn't deserve this.
An FBI investigation concluded that the police did not use excessive force and that Carpio's injuries were sustained due to his jump from the 3rd floor of a building and struggle with the law enforcement.
Every day, I face the facts of what I did and what happened.
He was sentenced to life in prison without parole.